Right, before we get the video underway, remember to subscribe to the channel for your chance to win the giveaway, which is coming up very, very soon. Also, check out the Instagram at The Fishing Bloggers and follow the Facebook page, The Fishing Bloggers TV. Right then, let's get cracking. Bloody block of ice, this thing. Right, and we're back on the bank, just rocked up at the lake. I'm back at the Todber Manor complex and I'm going to be having a go on big haze. I've not fished it before. So anyway, I've parked up, let's get the cat out of the car and let's try and get some fish on the bank. Roll the intro. Right, and the rods are out, but before I tell you what I've done, just wanted to say make sure you watch till the end of the video, because at the end I'm actually going to be doing the announcement for what you can win in the competition. I've essentially put 3 solid bags out in the swim. I've got a couple in open water, one up against the island. I'm going to just fish solid bags for a couple of hours, see if anything happens, and play it by ear really. If I do get a few bites I might put a little bit of bait in, but if I don't then I'll probably just continue with the solid bags, just move them around, try different areas. And potentially try different swims. There's not too many people here today, so there's a bit of space. Some of the Corder lads are actually here on the other bank doing a bit of filming, so they're obviously doing some sort of in-session feature. I'm actually here with Matt, who is just down there chilling in the swim next to me. He's doing a bit of piking. He's not had anything yet, but yeah, hopefully we can get a few fish. I'm after the carp. And like I said, Matt's after the pike, so hopefully one of us will catch something, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. And so we can get a fish on the bank. Bloody block of ice, this thing. Oh. I always find at this time of the year, they're all like wriggly. Right, second bite of the day. First one dropped off, but finally got one on the bank, nice mid-double. It's got a lovely scale pattern, just on a solid bag out towards the island, which is the same rod I lost a fish on earlier. Fortunately it's been a little bit slow today, but I've decided I'm going to stay for the night, so hopefully I can get a few in the night and make it worth it. But anyway, let's get this one back and see if we can get a few more. Oh dear. Right, a bit of an update. So, I haven't really told you what I've been doing, but essentially all day I've just been fishing solid bags, casting around, just covering the open water in front of me, as apparently that's where fish have been coming from. But actually I've had 2 bites and they've both been off the edge of the island as it drops into the deeper water, both on solid bags. So that's pretty much the tactics going forward. I'm going to be staying for the night. I've just got the brolly sorted, and actually I've checked the overwrap on it as I haven't used it yet, and I've had it for a few months, and it is due to rain tonight apparently, so I thought might as well check the overwrap on and see how we get on with it. But yeah, the rods are all out, little sawn offs down there. I haven't put any free bait out, I've just literally stuck out the solid bags. The cray mix that I use inside it, DNA cray mix, is so potent. I think it's got plenty of pulling power to bring the fish in, so I don't know if I really need to put any freebies out, and the solid bags seem to be working. I've had 2 bites, so can't be doing anything wrong at the moment. Other than that, I don't think much has happened around the lake. I know a guy to my left had a little jack earlier, and the Corder guys were over on the far bank and they had a fish, I think. I don't know how big it was, but they've been there for a few nights. I would imagine they've had a few, but anyway, I'm going to get the rest of the base camp sorted out. I need to tie up a few more solid bags and get ready in case anything happens in the night. But yeah, I'll update you as and when something happens. But make sure you watch to the end of the video, as I'm going to be announcing what you're going to be winning in the competition. So that's essentially going to be going live at the end of this video. So anyway, let's crack on and get sorted out. Right, morning then, just having the first coffee of the day. So last night was quite eventful. The weather was interesting. We had about 25 mile an hour average winds and then 40 mile an hour plus gusts. To say it was blowy was an understatement. I seemed to switch the fish on because I ended up having my first 20 of the year, £23. Not much of a looker, it was a little bit of a plain Jane, but still a nice chunky fish. Yeah, about £23 or thereabouts, maybe a bit more. Couldn't tell quite with the wind. It was blowing it here, there and everywhere. I was trying to wear it, but nice fish, solid fish. Caught on a solid bag of the DNA Cray Mix and an S7 white wafter. Absolutely nailed. So I changed the tactics slightly with the solid bags from when I started. I've upped the size of leg to my standard size, which is 3.5 ounce. I was trying to use a small lead initially, and I've lost 2 fish, I think, because I just wasn't getting a good enough hook hold with the bigger hooks that I like using. So I went back to my standard setup, and straight away I've nailed this one, and literally the hook was just so deep in its bottom lip. It's unreal really, but I don't even know if you can hear me, but nice fish to get the account underway for 2019. So made up for the losses earlier. Hopefully we can get another one. Not really done a lot of carping through January, and we're into the first week of Feb now. So literally yesterday that was my first fish I've had, and then number 2 today. So, or last night. But yeah, 2 fish. I think I've had 5 bites. Yeah, I've unfortunately dropped off 3. And I've put that down to, I was using too small of a lead, I think, initially. I was using 1.5 ounce, and I don't think it was enough to nail the size 4 hook zone. So I bumped them up to 3 and 3.5, and the hook hold has been much better on that fish last night. So a bit of a rookie error, to be fair. I should have, in the past, I know I always use big leads because it just nails that hook home. But because I'm using little 6-foot sawn-offs and it's not too far of a chuck, I thought it was easier just to use a lighter lead, just to be able to flick it across there nice and easy. But actually, that's kind of gone against me because I've ended up losing fish. So I would definitely recommend, if using solid bags, make sure you use a decent lead. I think at least 3 ounce, if not more. On some of the bigger venues, if I'm using the big 13-foot rods, I use a 4 ounce. I just think the bigger the lead you can use, the better. Okay, you might not use so much pellet to obviously counteract for that size in lead, but it just means that you just absolutely nail the fish when they pick up that hook link. So anyway, I've recast all the rods this morning. We've had a lovely sunrise. It's looked pretty good for another bite, but it's not happened, unfortunately. Didn't get much sleep either, what with the weather. The bite alarms were going off all night. I had to change the sensitivity as low as I could, but I was still getting the odd bleep here and there. And the wind was just unbearable, really. I just could not sleep through it. It was just ridiculous. But you know, it needed, the weather obviously switched them on, so you can't complain really. But anyway, I've kind of started packing away. The bed chair's already in the car. Just got a little bit of stuff to pack down, and then I'll probably take the broiling net down because I'm going to be getting home soon because I've got a few things to do. So it looks like someone's just turned it up as well. He's come over to ask where I'm fishing, so I imagine they're going to be lobbing out a few baits in a minute. So my right hand rod's probably going to have to come in because I did sneak it down to the right in front of the other swim slightly. So I'll probably have to bring that in a minute so that they don't go chucking it over the top of that one. But nice of them though to come in and ask. You don't get that much on day ticket, so fair play to them. But anyway, that's about the gist of it. I'm going to start packing the rest of the kit down, sort of polish off this coffee, and hopefully we can get something else before I go. It'd be nice to finish on a bite, but if not, still been pretty productive. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But let's crack on and start sorting this mess out. Right, and I'm back in the car. Unfortunately, I don't have any other bites, but before I hit the road and get going home, I just want to tell you about the competition. So without further ado, check out this. I was hoping to do this in a little bit more of a carpy setting, but I haven't had time to do that, so we are doing it in my front room sat on the sofa. So what can you win? Well, like I said, it's a DNA bundle to start with, so I'm going to just go through that. the main bulk of the bundle is going to be this 5 kilo bag of 15mm Shoutfly Nutter S. Fantastic bait, especially in the colder months. It's been pretty chilly lately. I absolutely love this bait. Me and Hugh both like to use this. So our main go-to bait at this time of year when it's cold, and it's a fantastic bait, and it's one that we've caught quite a few fish on actually this winter already. So yeah, you're going to get 5 kilo of that. To go along with it, you're also going to get a pot of the actual wafters which match the actual bait. These are 15mm, so they obviously match the actual bait you're going to be winning. So obviously it gives you some hook baits to use. Also, to go along with that, you've got the bait soak. This is all wrapped up, ready to go, so when it's sent out to you there's not going to be any spillages. But you've got the bait soak as well, 250mm, again in the same Nutter S flavour combo. And also, we're going to chuck in one of the DNA maroon beanies. I've got a maroon one myself, and I've also got a green one. I alternate them, and they are very, very warm, and I actually really like them. They're quite comfortable. So we're going to chuck in one of them to keep your head warm in the colder weather we've got at the moment. So that is the bait bundle. You're looking at a retail of about 80 quid, so it's quite a nice little giveaway. But as I said, the actual giveaway itself is over £150, and the reason for that is because I'm actually going to put in this bad boy. This is a fish spy, which is essentially a camera built into a marker float. You pretty much cast it out onto the spot you want to fish, you let it up to the top, and then there's a camera built into the bottom which can actually record, and it sends the footage back to your phone. You get an app and you can basically watch the footage on your phone. It's really good for seeing if fish have ate any of the bait after a session. If you haven't had any bites, you can put it out onto the spot before you go and see if any of the bait is still there. That way you know whether you're getting cleared out or whether nothing's just visited the spot. Also really good for seeing what the bottom's like, so it gives you an idea of what rigs you might want to use. Helps with presentation, that sort of thing. It's also really good just for videoing fish. If you're like myself, you like doing videos and creating content, it's quite a good way of getting some video of fish underwater swimming around doing their thing. So it's a wicked little bit of kit. They retail at the moment at about £100. I've used this one twice, just because I wanted to see what it was like. They are really cool, but I've got a few other things that I use myself, so it's not really something that I needed. I just wanted to see what they were like, as I've heard quite a bit about them. And it is a wicked little bit of kit. So it is used essentially, but like I said, it's only been used a couple of times, so it's in perfect working condition. And it's going to come in the original box and all the bits you get with it as well. So anyway, that's the competition. Like I said, it's probably about £180 worth, if not a little bit more, to be honest. So it is quite a nice competition. And to win, all you've got to do is subscribe to the channel. When me and Hugh next go on a session, we are basically going to do a draw there, which is pick a random subscriber, and you're basically going to win it. All you will need to do then is just send us your address via a DM or something like that. And we'll obviously get it all sent out to you. It's going to be, you're going to need to sign it, so make sure that someone's going to be there when it does get sent out, just so that we know it's definitely got to the right person. But that is essentially the giveaway. So again, thanks for subscribing to the channel, thanks for supporting us, and we do appreciate everyone that follows. And if you want to be in with a chance and you're new to the channel, then make sure you hit that subscribe button now, and you could be in with a chance of winning that little bundle. Anyway, that's it. Hope you like it. Let's get back to the end of the video, I guess. Right, so there we go, that's the competition, or the giveaway. And I need to get on the road. Unfortunately, like I said, nothing else has happened. Quite a few people have turned up this morning, and there's been quite a lot of noise and disturbance going on, and it's probably switched them off for a little bit, I think. So anyway, it's been quite nice. I had a couple of fish. Different venue for me, so it's been quite cool fishing somewhere different once again. I hope you guys like it. If you do, remember to subscribe to the channel, check out the Instagram at The Fishing Bloggers, follow the Facebook page The Fishing Bloggers TV, give it a like and a share and all the rest of it, and until next time, tight lines, get out there and have for yourself, and be lucky. We will see you again soon.